So we have already the sketch. I sketched it yesterday and I wasn't really planning on filming it, but I decided why not, and this will be for my lovely Patreons. And since we always have a team, then this is something that I'm thinking of doing. We voted for hot chocolate team and I thought why not make like a little deer where the colors are inspired by hot chocolate instead of making something that's hot chocolate merged. So I thought this could be cool and fun to do. I think value wise I like it, since if we do this it's pretty readable still, so that's nice. But yeah, I just experimented with the colors. This was my inspo pick. I don't pick colors because, I love to train my eye to see them. But yeah, I'm thinking something like this. It will probably change once we do it with acrylics, but yeah, this is the idea for now. Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to the channel. My name is karo.lineart and here we just draw and paint and have a great time. So today, as you can see, we are painting this lovely deer, and it is inspired by hot chocolate. Usually, if you've been around, you know that I merge the concept and the animal, but instead I thought, what if we do a little challenge, and instead of merging them, we just take the color scheme and see if I can make it still look nice, because usually painting with brown ish colors, it can get a little muddy. So my challenge was to not make it muddy and make it still feel fresh and clear, and of course make it look like it is hot chocolate themed. So that was today's little challenge. Also, this is for my lovely Patreons. I thought I will make this last video of the year as like a little thank you to all who have supported me, which includes you guys who are watching YouTube and of course my Patreons. So it's like a little combined present, I guess. So yeah. Today I decided to paint with acrylic paints because I've been craving them for a while, and I've also on the side been painting with oils, and that's been interesting because it's been so long since I've painted something with oils that to get back into it it's just a little bit of a hassle, because it's not like acrylic paints where you can just layer immediately almost. With oils you have to be patient, and sometimes I really don't want to be patient. I just want to put the idea that I have on paper or canvas, and just see where it goes. But with oils, if you want it to look nice, you have to do layers. And well, okay, if you're super good with this, maybe you don't have to do layers, but then you have to wait. Sometimes on the short end it's like 3 days, and on the longer one it can be 7 days. So I have to wait for some other things. So I really wanted to paint with acrylics, because then I can just have my time, be as slow or fast as I want to be, because I can also just bring my hair dryer and dry the layers faster if I really need to. But with these paints, I think if you don't do some crazy thick layers, it dries pretty fast, so I like that. For me, I think that's a very nice thing that acrylics have. I'm using a wet color palette that, if you do want to I don't know, leave it for a day, but you have some unfinished paints on the palette, then this one is really good because you can just close the lid and it will stay not dry. It will stay wet for a very long time. I had it for a while and then I wasn't using acrylic paints and I accidentally left it for a month or so and I opened it and they were basically still wet. So that was kind of nice. So yeah, definitely recommend if you are looking for something like this. This isn't sponsored, by the way, or anything, but yeah, I just use it and it's nice to have. So while I was painting this piece, I was thinking about, I guess, perfectionism and how, I like to have things in a specific way, but I also try to look for those imperfect things because I think they really add to a piece. This is why when I paint something like this, I am very loose at the start. Here I have my gingerbread mug. But anyways, I am being very loose for my first layers, especially for my first layers, because they will get, I guess, kind of erased. But why it is important for me is because those first layers are the imperfect ones where I can see the perfect strokes. So I try to make it very strokey. I don't know. I want the brush strokes to be visible here, especially you can still see that the background layer is very uneven and it's on purpose. And the same was for the deer, where I need those textures so that I can make something that's maybe you've seen a deer hundreds of times, but this adds something to that piece. Of course, we already have like this element that is the hot chocolate theme, but this, for my style, I love to just see what I create and create from that, if you know what I mean. So I think that's very important if you draw or paint or create anything, to sometimes add those imperfect things or cling to them a bit more. So at the start, I showed a little sketch with the colors for this piece. I was sitting on my kitchen table, oh whoa, at my kitchen table and just drawing this deer and thinking about stuff. And then I had an idea of how the colors could look like, but since I have to go all the way up to the third floor to get my colors, I was too lazy, so I just took my iPad, took a picture of my sketch and just did a little color sketch just to see if the idea that I have could work, if it reads well. And I think it did. I had to experiment a little bit with the colors, of course, and the contrast, but I like how it ended up. And then I also decided it would be cute and a little bit more interesting to add some accent colors like the blue and the red, and I guess it kind of also was in the picture, so maybe subconsciously I took those colors into my painting as well. As I mentioned, I never color pick when I'm drawing digitally. It's just because I feel like I'm firstly cheating, even though it's not really cheating and you can do it. It doesn't bother me too much, but it's more that if you do try to see the color and choose it yourself, it's easier to see colors in general. Plus, sometimes since pictures are pixelated, if you do pick colors, then it might give you a different color than what you're seeing from, because maybe that one pixel is like a more of a gray color than what you're seeing, and then it's not accurate. So it is just easier to just look and pick your colors. But I was also kind of doing this for the looking at the colors from the iPad to my piece while I was drawing. I just really didn't want to mess up the colors, so in the background you can sometimes see a little screen in the corner. That's just because I have the little sketch, and I think I found the colors well. So my Patreon people will know that of course we have to draw something for the sticker tier, and usually I do 2 stickers. Sometimes maybe I will do 3, but for today we have 2 stickers, and I really couldn't decide at the start what they should be. I was thinking at first maybe I could do some sheeps, and then it turned into bunnies, and it turned into cute marshmallow bunnies, because I thought, okay, hey, we're doing hot chocolate team. What if I do marshmallows, because I feel like that's something that a lot of people put in their hot chocolates. I sometimes do that when I'm out and about. So I thought, why not? It could look very cute, and so I was trying to channel all the marshmallowiness in those bunnies. I think if I made a few more, I could experiment with when the marshmallows are already soft and gooey with the stretchiness and stuff, but I just thought it would look very cute if we just did a little burnt marshmallow bunnies, because I don't know, I thought it could be adorable. So yeah, that's what we did. I was adding quite a lot of layers for these bunnies. I started with a lightish creamish color that is a bit lighter than the paper. Since this paper isn't very white, it's also creamy. So to make it pop a little bit more, I made it a bit lighter than the paper, even though it doesn't really matter because these will be made into stickers, so you won't see the paper anyways. But yeah, I layered more than usual just so I can really make the burnt texture so that they're caramelized but also a little on the crispier side, I guess. I don't know. How do you eat your marshmallows? Do you make them burn and have a little coal on them, or do you just barely make them soft or something? I don't know. I like it when they're I guess very brownish looking, but not burnt yet, of course. I wonder what the next year will bring, and I kind of feel like this year flew by, but also was very long. I don't know if you feel the same way. I hope your year was nice, and I hope the next year will be even nicer. And I think I might have a video very soon after New Year's, maybe. We will see how that goes, since I will be traveling a little bit. I think next year I want to switch some things up, change my style a little bit, or just do some things differently. So if the video formatting or the things I paint are different, is just because, you know, maybe new year, new me. I don't know. I don't usually do that, like the new year me thing, but anyways, we can talk about it next year. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you like the bunnies and the deer. Let me know which one was your favorite, and I will see you next year, I guess. Bye!
Hold me tightly like I was there, and whisper softly in your ear that everything is gonna be alright.